Welcome to another video of Master UPSC PYQs. In today's video, we'll be discussing 2025 PYQ, which was concluded just a few months before. We'll be cracking this question using common sense, static, and interpretation approach. So before cracking the question, let me just explain what all these terms in this specific context mean. So static, let's begin with static. Static is nothing but your static knowledge. So when you prepare for prelims, you'll be studying some core topics, which we call the static topic, which remain static throughout the time, and which are of high importance. So they're core core topics, and they can be called static as well. So that's static. And when it comes to interpretation, it's nothing but a tool that we all use to crack every question. So what we are doing implicitly is being uh, explaining here explicitly. Interpretation is nothing but when you read a question, you'll get you can interpret something from that question. So with that interpretation, we'll be cracking the questions. So that's what interpretation means. And then common sense. So UPSC. So what you need to understand is that the question setter is also, he must also have some kind of background of all this subject, and he is also a normal person. So he will also be formulating questions based on general sense and common sense logic. So we don't need to overthink, we just need to be real and practical. So now let's go to this question. Let's read the question. Consider the following statements. So this is very important. You need to understand this is very important when it comes to reading questions. You need to understand pick the keywords from the question. That's very important. That's very important for making you aware of the question, to make you understand the question, and also for you know um, cracking the question easily. So let's see the question. The Reserve Bank of India. So that's a keyword. Reserve Bank of India mandates. So mandates all listed companies. It mandates all listed companies in India to submit business responsibility and sustainability report. So the statement says that there is RBI, and RBI mandates to whom? To all listed companies to submit a report. Okay. So so here is a simple logic that we all know, or people who study for prelims know, that there is another similar body called SEBI. So what usually the UPSC does is they take another organization which is having similar function, and they will just try to change the name of the organization. That's what they do in normal sense in most of the cases. So here RBI and SEBI are having a similar kind of functions. So here instead of SEBI they have put RBI. And also you you must be learning, you must have learned about RBI in your static portion, where it is mostly dealing with banks, not companies, and it is SEBI who's dealing with the companies. And that's our static portion. That's our static knowledge. So with that simple static knowledge that SEBI is dealing with companies and RBI is dealing with banks, we can understand that this statement is wrong, and it's talking about business responsibility and sustainability report. So maybe at some point, or RBI presenting a lot of reports, but then this particular statement is most closely assigned with SEBI. So this statement can be wrong. And second, in India, company submitting BRSR makes disclosure in the report that are largely non-financial in nature. So just by reading, so here comes our interpretation. Business responsibility and sustainability. Business responsibility and sustainability. It's a, when you read that question, when you read that that initiative, that report, its name, it suggests some kind of environment friendly or sustainable practices. That's what it suggests. It's not really directly related to economy. So in India, a company submitting BRSR makes disclosure in the report that are largely non-financial in nature. That's also a keyword that you should understand. They're saying largely, that they're not saying that it does not contain any kind of financial transactions or financial initiative or anything, but they're saying that it's largely non-financial in nature. So it's actually aligning with BRSR. So through interpretation, static and common sense logic, we can, if we apply those logic here, we can easily crack this question. So B can be right.